participating in this wonderful event, paying a tribute to the great Sufi leader Saint James Syed, who believed in the power of books more than a person. Saint James Syed was not only a political leader, rather an individual who completely supported the idea of freedom. His disappointments rooted from the betrayal of the Pakistani leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, I once again congratulate the entire Sindhi community and especially the team who arrange these beautiful events every year to celebrate this legendary leader's birthday. It is not only an honor but also a privilege to speak about the atrocities occurring in Balochistan by none other than the rude Pakistani army and their intelligence agencies. I'm sure you guys were unaware about these atrocities occurring in Balochistan on a daily basis. I am sure you will be in great shock to know that just yesterday, Friday, January 24th, the Pakistani army used poison gas in an attack to destroy the Baloch population in Panjgur Makran division. Ladies and gentlemen, we humbly request the United Nations to immediately constitute a fact-finding investigation mission in Makran division, Balochistan, in search of circumstantial evidence and hold the state of Rogue State Pakistan responsible for this heinous crime against the humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistani establishments are still sending Baloch their children's decomposed bodies of their beloved. Although so many atrocities being done by the Pakistani army and the intelligence agencies, I would like to let them know that their action will not alter the mind of Baloch freedom fighters who believe in the single objective, the objective of freedom. I would also condemn the dastardly attack on the Shia Hazaras community in Balochistan. The attacks are conducted by the notorious terrorist activists trained by the ISI and their collaborators Lashkar Jangvi. This is a reminder to the United Nations that the genocide in Balochistan should be taken into notice as soon as possible. It is really a shameful truth that there has been a march going through Pakistan, especially through Quetta, Karachi and interior, sent to the Islamabad by a group of peaceful protesters for the recovery of their missing Baloch children who are facing threats daily by the Pakistani army and intelligence proxies. A threat made to the peaceful protesters by the Pakistani military intelligence agencies that upon entry in Islamabad, serious consequences will be faced by them. Isn't a matter of shameful? I would also like to speak regarding the coward army general Musharraf, who used to say he doesn't fear anyone. I'm sure you have heard and watching the news that he is avoiding to face the judiciary in Pakistan. Where is their bravery that just to kill their nation, just to pick up forcefully pick the children and the students from the hostels and disappear them? I would ask my Sindhi nationalists to stand up with us shoulder to shoulder and raise your voice against these atrocities and get up. This is the time to rid up with this country. Enough is enough. And I would like to also mention the London, UK based terrorist and extortionist, the gangster leader who is supporting the several gangs in the Karachi. And the last month, who threat the whole Sindh soil and their youth, students, laborers, every single person, and he said that there is a Sindh 1 and Sindh 2. I would like to remind him and tell him like there is no 1 and 2 Sindh. Sindh is only one. And we respect the Sindh like our deceased mom. And we let them know that the Pakistan and their proxies and their military intelligence cannot fear us from the freedom, and we will not step back to forget our right. And we also condemn their atrocities also in the Sindh, like they are forcefully disappearing the Sindhi nationalists too. I would finally wholeheartedly like to thank my Sindhi nationalist friends who joined the hands with the participants of Missing Person March in interior Sindh. I would like to salute the Baluch nationalist leader, particularly Nawab Khairbakhsh Mari and Dr. Allah Nazar Baluch in Baluchistan. And I would like to also salute the struggle of the Baluch nationalists who have been exiled but do not give up their struggle for the cause of freedom, particularly Herbe Mari, Brahmdag Bukti, and Khan of Kalad, Mir Salaman Hamadzai. I would like to conclude by thanking the World Sindhi Congress and leaders who invited me and allowed me to speak on behalf of the Baluch nation. And I once again would like to congratulate the team who put together such a wonderful event. I thank you again.